Good morning, yogis. This is your final chance to go live this morning with us for Mental Health Awareness Week. I'll be on that mat in about 15 minutes. We go live at 7:30 a.m. Hope to see you on the screen. Bye. Oh. No, sorry, I'm in a group taxi. Thank you. I might actually say a warm up on
When you finish, Victoria, right?
Good morning. I think people are just joining. Someone's definitely there. Morning, Ray. How are you? I know it's only on the chat. Hope you're good. Sorry. I keep thinking it's a two-way interaction because of Zoom. Right, we'll get started. Great. We'll get started. There'll be more people joining shortly. Friday vibes. And also the audio didn't work yesterday, so hopefully it hasn't put people off. But anyway, it's the last one. We'll send out the recording. I'm looking forward to the movement. Right, let's begin seated. So easy seat. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. So just come to a comfortable seat. Really grounding down through the sit bones. Give yourself a nice little shoulder roll. Let the arms rest down wherever feels comfortable. Close down the eyes or just soften the gaze out in front of you. Just take a few moments to find stillness and also gather your thoughts. Notice how you're feeling this morning. It's Friday, sometimes the end of the week. There's a cumulative effect of to-do lists, energy, all the stuff that's built up through possibly, your typical working week. And maybe there's some excitement about plans over the weekend, or looking forward to some rest. Or maybe you've got a load of other jobs that are more life admin and housework that maybe you're not looking forward to. I don't know. Just notice whatever's going on. How are you feeling physically, mentally, emotionally, all those parts of us. Just tuning in, setting the scene before you move this morning. If you haven't already, just start to find your breath. Notice how it's moving and where you can feel it this morning. And then just take a few breaths with me. Nice long exhale wherever you are. And then breathe in for a count of 1, 2, 3. Breathing out for 3, 2, 1. Keep that up. Deep, rich breaths in. 2, 3. And long, steady breaths out. 2, 1. Breathing in. 2, 3. And breathing out. 2, 1. As best as you can, stay with that breath. And wishing you all a lovely practice this morning. On your next exhale, just let the head be really heavy. Enjoy stretch across the back of the neck, maybe a little bit through the tops of the shoulders. Really drop those down. And as soon as you feel ready, just a little sway of the head from side to side. We're going to try and move through our whole body this morning. Get everything moving and hopefully a little bit more length and strength across some of our main muscles this morning. Next, the funny one holds a lot of tension without us really realizing. So when you feel ready, you're just going to pause to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Think ear to top of shoulder. And then if you've gone over to the right, you're going to reach out your left hand. If you've gone over to the left, you're going to reach out your right hand. Just give that extended arm a little stretch. You might even move the hand, the fingers, the wrist. We're really trying to just create some length from the fingertips of the extended arm to the temple. And your free hand might even gently rest on the side of the head. Just gently press the head into the hand. Good. When you're ready, release. Drop the chin back down. Come back to those little sways. And just go gently with the neck. It's a very sensitive part, but when you're feeling ready, over to the other side. It's funny, my left side feels so much more open than my right side. You might find that. Same thing, reach out the hand, maybe place the free hand on the side of the head. All the time, just thinking of getting some length from your temple to your fingertips. And just angling the chin very slightly can make a bit of a difference here as well. The extended arm, you're going to move the hand, the fingers and the wrist if that feels good. Great, and then when you're ready, chin back to chest, back to center. Reach both arms out beside you, just move the wrists again, open the fingers and then bend at the elbows. Just going to move up the joints. Doesn't matter whether the arms are up or out to the side. And then place the fingertips on the shoulders. Just do some rotations with the elbows getting into the shoulder joint. You might want to do them together. You might want to spend a bit of time doing each one separately. Think about moving elbows forwards, backwards, up, down. Great, and then shake out the arms, roll over the ankles, and let's come to tabletop. So all fours position when you're ready. And once you're there, move the spine. You've got lots of intuitive movements here you can take, from leaning into the wrists, leaning back into the toes, circling, swishing, swaying the body. And then you've got your more traditional cat-cow movements. So just move the spine in ways that feel good. Close the eyes maybe, really connect to the spine from the base, the tailbone, all the way up to the shoulders and the neck. Think about the waist in the middle. Oh, that should feel really good. Nice. Pat the hands forward. Let's come into a melting heart. Let's just keep that focus on the upper body just for a few more moments. So we're really trying to get the chin and the chest towards the earth. If this feels pretty easy, maybe change the positioning of the hands, narrowing the stance of the hands. Gets a little bit more into your shoulders. Widening the stance of the hands gets a little bit more into the chest. So use your options and listen to your body. How's the breath? Okay, ease yourself up just a touch. Bring the hands back to shoulder width, but they're still ahead of us. And you might need to adjust the distance of the hands, but just see how you get on. What we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight forward. You're going to bring your hips to the backs of your wrists and lower yourself down. Good. And then we're on the belly, and we're just going to do some little lifts and lowers. So inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. We're not pressing through the hands. We're using the back muscles to lift us. Notice if the shoulders are forward, roll them back. Pin the elbows. Point them behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. And then maybe hold at the top. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the blades together. Maybe hover the hands. Reach the fingertips for 3. Long through the neck. Draw up the thighs. Strong lower body for 2. Good. On 1, release. Bring your left arm across the mat. Kick the right heel in towards you. And just give that foot a little hug into the butt. Heel to butt. The more you press the hand and the foot together, the more you'll feel this. And you always want to think about lengthening through the thigh bone. So point the knee to the back of the mat. And it's a nice stretch for the shoulder. Depending on where you hold the foot, you might hold it from the outside, or I get a nice little stretch from holding the inside, so more the big toe side. Great, release. Switch it out. Reach back for your left foot. Support yourself by placing the opposite forearm across the front of the mat. Remember everything you know, lengthen through the knee, extend through the thigh bone, kick foot into hand, stay here and hold for 3, for 2, good, on 1. Slowly release, tuck the toes, hands, knees and toes. You're going to push the floor away into a little press up position. You're going to send the hips back. And you're either going to stay here, or you might want to lift the hips up into your first downward dog. Yogi's choice. Do what feels right this morning. If you're in your downward dog, you might be walking it out, looking from side to side, moving the hips. I like to swing the arms these days as well. That can feel really nice. Anything else that feels good? Shake out the head. Hey, let's roll forward to a high plank. Lower the knees. 5 presses if that feels okay. So draw in the navel, lengthen through the whole of the spine, lower halfway as you exhale, and then inhale, push the floor away. 5 of those if you can. Don't worry if it's more like 3, and also don't worry if you're just doing a little press. You don't have to come halfway. On that final one, you're going to lower the belly all the way to the floor, nice and controlled. Keep lengthening through the spine. Good. Little inhale, roll the shoulders, peel the chest up. And then exhale, hips back and high, downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times without the presses. You'll be pleased to hear. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, knees, or this time if you want, you can take a chaturanga. Just notice how you feel. You're going to come through to a deeper back bend, and you're going to push back to downward facing dog. Good, 1 more. By all means, if you want to do 5 more presses, you can. If you know that you're still working towards your chaturanga, these nice controlled presses really will help you lower down with that control you need for chaturanga. And then when you're ready, downward facing dog is where we will meet and where we will stay, just for a couple of breaths. Great, okay, from here, or tabletop, remember you can work from there. You're going to kick your right leg up and away. Oh, good, and just move the leg a little bit. So you might want to soften the knee and just circle the hip. You might want to kick into a split dog. Just see how your body feels this morning. And remember, tabletop is an option. You can work from here always. Wherever you are, we're going to step the right foot through when you feel ready. Drop the back knee and curl the toes. Take a little inhale, come up into your low lunge. If you feel you need to move forwards and backwards a few times, maybe just do that. Yeah? Notice how the hips are. And then once you're up, let's just stay up and really think about pressing into the low back, teasing the hips forward, hugging right hip back, and then let's get the arms involved. So hands behind head, or maybe a little cactus shape. Pull the rib cage through, lift through the chin. If you want a little bit more this morning, feeling it, you can tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Whatever feels good for you, but we're here, we're holding for 3, for 2, good, on one, hands to the floor, little vinyasa, so big step back into plank, or you just push back, you hold your downward dog. Yogi's choice, what are we feeling like doing this morning? Good, inhale, other side, so left leg's going to float high to the sky. And you're going to move the hip. So you're going to circle, you're going to stack maybe in a split dog, bend and extend through the knee. Whatever feels good this morning. Lovely. Look forward, roll forward, step that left foot through. Drop the back knee and curl the toes. Same thing, you might be coming straight up. Or you might do some little rocks. How's the body feeling? Lots of intuitive movement when we're at home, because we're really trying to develop a home practice, you know, so that we can do this on our own. Great, okay, staying with your low or your high lunge, reaching the arms, getting nice and strong, holding, breathing. How's the breath? Hug the left hip back, pull the rib cage through for 3, for 2, good, on 1, little vinyasa, let's go. Check your breath and movement. Okay, let's add on a little bit more. Before we do that though, let's walk the hands back to the feet and take a little fold, hook the toes, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Good, hips to sky, soft knees. Brilliant, couple more breaths. Bend the knees, sweep the arms. Let's take a little chair pose, or why not? Relax the shoulders, reach the fingertips. 10, 9, a little bit lower. 8, navel in. 7, 6, 5, 4, maybe arms reach for the last 3, 2, good, on 1, hands down, walk forward into your plank, same thing, 10, 9, 8, push floor away, 7, 6, 5, 4, if you want, for the last 3, chaturanga hold, 2, I know, knees can be down, on 1, pull through, great, wrap the upper arms, and just hold your up dog, just for a couple of breaths, then slowly and strongly push back to downward dog. Let it go, great, okay, right leg high to the sky. Maybe you bend the knee and stack the hips again. This time, if you want, you can take a wild thing. That's where you flip your dog over. Then when you put your leggings on, you think, why do I wear these leggings? They always fall down. I need to get some summer leggings. Right, wild thing if you want. We're just here for 3. Check your wrist and shoulder are nicely stacked. You're really pushing and driving the hips to the sky, opening the chest for 2. Good, look to your top hand. Can you slowly and carefully step the right foot through with control? Nice. We're just inhaling into our high lunge. Exhale, sink a little lower, just 1 breath here. And then we're going to open up into warrior 2. So your right foot's forward and your knee is deeply bent. If you need a couple of flying warriors, you take them. Good. Nice, and then we'll stay here, we'll flip the right palm forward and we'll scoop it back and enjoy our peaceful warrior. I sometimes like to take the hand to the back of my head, so I'm really stretching through the side body, feel it all through the right side. That should feel really good. Holding for 3, for 2. Good, on 1, inhale back to centre, extend the right leg. You might want to heel toe the left foot in a little. We're going to come into Trikonasana, so a nice side stretch on the other side. So the right hand reaches towards the floor, the big toe, the ankle, and the left arm reaches up. Keep hugging that right hip under, softening through the shoulders. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Okay, listen carefully. Bend into that knee once again. Bring your left hand to your hip and just pulse a couple of times here. So you're going to move into our balance, half moon from here. So the back foot's really important. And what else is important is you almost want to imagine your back's against a wall and you're in like a, think about all the muscles you use in side plank, yeah? They're all going to fire up in this. And we're also going to be standing on 1 leg. So push off that back foot. And see if you can float into your half moon. Now the right fingers might just tap to the floor to give you a bit of stability. The left heel's really kicking away. Maybe the left arm's reaching up. Good, lengthen through the crown of the head to the heel. Make yourself super long. We're here for 3. You might even challenge yourself by looking up to this top hand. For 2. Good, soften into the standing leg. See if you can come back to warrior 2. And then little vinyasa. Hands to the floor, big step back and lower. Good, really nice. Other side, we'll do all of those movements. So take a breath in your downward dog. Mine was a very sniffly one, sorry about that. Left leg up and away. So remember, you can just stay with 3-legged dog. You might try split dog, or you might flip it and try your wild thing on this side. Enjoy the opening through the spine, through the heart, hips to sky, for 3. Now really think about this step forward, for 2. Look to your right hand, lift off your left toes. It's almost like you go into a side plank, then your torso faces the front of the mat and you step that through. Good, it might feel a bit quick to begin with, but over time, the strength and coordination will come, little exhale into your high lunge, and then opening up into your warrior two. You can stay still, you can take a couple of flying warriors, yogi's choice. Left palm flips and reaches when you're ready, and we come into that peaceful warrior on the other side. Really nice stretch through the left side, strong back leg. Sometimes we forget about the back leg. Draw up the thigh, press through the blade edge of the foot. Breathing for 3. Remember, you can take the hand to the back of the head for 2. Good, back to center, extend the left leg, reach forward, Trikonasana on the other side now. This time the right arm's reaching up, maybe you're looking up. Relax the shoulders. Think about lengthening from your right hip bone to your right armpit. Yes, good. Breathing for 3, for 2, top hand to hip on 1. Bend into that knee a couple of times. Your left hand's going to kind of just creep forward as you push off the back foot, and you might need a couple of pushes, that's fine. Connect to your toes, and this hand, sometimes it's too close to the foot. Think about the length of the spine, think about switching everything on. Heel to crown of head. So be mindful, that hand's quite ahead of the foot. Think about the length of the torso. Maybe you're releasing the top hand to the sky, maybe you're looking up for 3, for 2, well done. Arm 1, soften into the left knee. See if you can land back in your warrior 2, and then we take a vinyasa. Good. Or we just take a little rest in downward facing dog. Let it go. Okay, from here, let's look forward. Narrow the stance of the hands. Float the right leg up, and then step it to the outside of the right hand. Lizard. So you're going to come nice and deep into this, or as deep as you can this Friday morning. Good. So hands inside the foot, and you're just easing down here. Remember, you've got so many options in your lizard. You might turn the toes out, you might wing the leg. That can feel pretty nice for the inner thigh. And then you also might kick your left heel in towards you and see if you can grab the foot again. Remember we did this at the beginning? Nice opening through the shoulder, nice stretch through the front of the thigh and the hip flexor. Good. Breathing, holding wherever you are. Remember, all these little additions are optional. Listen to what your body needs. 3, 2, good. On 1, release. Let's see if we can do a nice little switch here. So plant the foot firmly, push into the hands, get the stance nice and narrow, and you're going to see if you can either have a little step or jump. And if you've had a go at that, just do it a couple more times. So much so, your left foot is forward. If you haven't had a go at the jump, maybe have a go. Good. Too early, isn't it? Great, okay, into your lizard on the other side. So remember, you might just stay here, hands square, nice and upright. You might want to turn the toes out. You might want to come a bit lower. You might want to grab that back foot. So what feels good for you this morning? What feels right? What feels nice? Good. Last 3. Last 2. How is the breath? Beautiful. On 1. Come back. Vinyasa, or you skip it. Breathing in to roll forward to plank. Breathing out to lower. Okay. We'll finish with some yogi burpees just to get us ready for our Friday. Now there's lots of stepping options, so don't worry about jumping. But listen carefully. What you're going to do is you're going to look forward from your downward dog. You're going to jump your feet or step your feet outside your hands. You're going to push through the feet and stand tall. Maybe reach up. Exhale, you're going to forward fold. And you're going to either take a vinyasa to downward dog, or you're just going to step back to downward dog. I really don't mind. And just do about 10 of them. So inhale, look forward. Exhale, jump the feet. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold forward. Remember, you can inhale to plank and do a vinyasa, or you can miss your vinyasa and just walk the feet back to downward dog. So that's 2. I'll do them with you. You'll get into the rhythm. So essentially you're doing 10 vinyasa as well. But remember, those are optional. You can miss them and just meet us in your downward dog. That push through the feet and stand. Really drive the hips forward. And then exhale, enjoy the fold. Let it hang. How lightly can you land the feet? Probably another minute or so of work. I think I'm about halfway. 10 of these should take about 2.5 minutes. Done with the breath, done with control. That's with the vinyasas as well. It's a great little way to get your whole body moving. We're using the arms, we're using the legs, we're using the glutes. We're getting a real stretch as well, as all that strength work. Remember, the knees can come down, yeah? If you're still working on your chaturanga. Okay, got about 3 more, I think. How are we feeling? Still with me? Am I on my own? Look forward, high onto the toes. Jump the feet. Push, stand, fold, lengthen, lower, pull through, push back. Good, look forward, last 2. Jump, inhale, stand, exhale, fold, inhale, lengthen, like a, what could I call these? I think yogi burpee is fine, right? Like a quick sun salutation. Good, last one. So after your final one, let's meet in a child's pose. So after that final vinyasa, knees down, big toes touch, have a little settle. Let it go. Look at that for timing. Brilliant. So just come back to the breath. Maybe notice how the body feels. It's quite nice to just finish with a gentle twist. So just walk the hands to the right. Thread the right arm under and reach it out. Opportunity just to settle the mind, to come back to the breath, and inevitably, other side when you're ready. Walk hands to left, thread left arm under. Ultimately, the mind will kick in now about what you've got to do today, but as best as you can, try and keep this calm with you for the next 10 minutes or so. Maybe make a slow cup of tea or coffee. Maybe just sit with your thoughts. Maybe even write your to-do list. Sometimes after my yoga practice, I look before I start whatever work I've got to do. I look at my book and I think, right, let's just write down what's going on today. Or have a look what happened yesterday. Yeah? Well done, guys. Hands to heart centre if you wish. Still all bow down, chin to chest. Have a great Friday. Well done. Hope you're feeling ready to take on the day. And yeah, big love. Last one of the week. Please donate to Birmingham Mind if you haven't already. That's who we've been raising money for this week with these free live streams. And yeah, I will see you soon. Thanks.